The return of the impossible object, after vanishing behind the Sun for several silent weeks. 3I Atlas, the most anomalous interstellar object ever detected, has returned. But what emerged from the solar glare was not the dim, icy body astronomers expected. It glowed bluer than the Sun itself, radiating energy from within, as though powered by something hotter than the star it orbited. For scientists across the globe, this was not a simple reappearance, it was an awakening. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb immediately recognized the significance. This marked the 10th impossible, property of an object that statistically should not exist orbiting precisely along the ecliptic plane, the invisible disk where our planets move. The object followed a path so deliberate, so aligned it suggested intent. On October 29th, as data poured in from observatories across the solar network, the truth began to unfold. 3I Atlas was rewriting the rules of celestial physics. The glow, hotter than a star, most comets shimmer by reflecting sunlight, their brightness a mirror of the energy they absorb. But what happens when that light is bluer, hotter than the Sun itself? The Sun's photosphere burns at 5,800 Kelvin, a temperature that defines the upper limit of natural reflection. Yet 3I Atlas emitted wavelengths suggesting an even higher temperature. It wasn't merely reflecting, it was producing light. On October 29, 2025, as it reached Perihelion, its closest pass at just 54 million kilometers from the Sun, solar radiation should have torn it apart. At that range, 770 watts of energy per square meter battered its surface, natural comet's fragment under that pressure. 3I Atlas did not. From Earth it vanished behind the Sun, hidden in conjunction. But three space-based eyes, Stereo A, SOHO and GOES 19, remained fixed on it, documenting what no human telescope could see. Eyes in the void, each observatory stood as a silent sentinel. Stereo A, orbiting just ahead of Earth, captured faint glimmers through its CO2 coronagraph. SOHO, stationed at the gravitational balance point between Earth and Sun, watched through its LASCO instruments, and high above in geostationary orbit, the brand-new GOES 19 satellite resolved details finer than any Earth-based scope ever could. From their combined perspectives emerged a revelation. 3I Atlas was not dimming as expected. It was brightening rapidly. Data from September and October revealed a brightness, surge unlike anything seen in any comet from the Oort cloud or beyond, and then came the discovery that silenced entire research. Teams, its color had shifted blue, bluer even than our own star. The blue shift revelation. The measurements didn't lie. Both LASCO and CCO1 coronagraphs confirmed it. The object's light spectrum indicated a temperature inversion. Cooler surfaces should glow redder, not bluer. This was no trick of reflection. The luminosity extended 300,000 kilometers, nearly the distance from Earth to the Moon. A sphere of radiance, expanding and pulsing as though alive. To explain this, Loeb proposed a chilling hypothesis. If the color exceeds the Sun's temperature, the object must generate its own power. And if that were true, 3I Atlas was no comet. It was a machine. The 10 anomalies. The first anomaly, its orbit, aligned perfectly within 5 degrees of the ecliptic, a cosmic bullseye. The odds of this happening by chance were 2 in 1,000. The second, its sunward jet. Every known comet ejects gas and dust away from the Sun. 3I Atlas did the opposite, firing material toward it, behavior that defied radiation pressure itself. Then came its mass velocity paradox. Despite being 1,000,000 times heavier than Oumuamua, it moved faster than any comparable object ever recorded. It was as if a fully loaded cargo vessel outpaced a fleet of speedboats. These were not coincidences. They were the fingerprints of engineering. The industrial signature spectroscopic analysis deepened the mystery. Within the spectral lines, scientists detected nickel-to-iron ratios matching industrial-grade alloys, not the chaotic elemental mix of natural comets. Comets are supposed to be dirty snowballs made of ice and dust. 3I Atlas was something else, a metallic iceberg with less than 4% water content, drier than Earth's Atacama Desert. Light polarization readings returned unique patterns, no match in any astronomical catalogue. Forensic astrophysics couldn't explain it, but metallurgists could. It resembled a constructed hull, not a geological remnant. The coordinate echo. Then came the discovery that bridged half a century. 3i Atlas emerged from the exact coordinates that produced the 1977 WOW signal, the strongest candidate for extraterrestrial radio transmission ever detected. 48 years apart, two arrows, fired from the same region of space, had hit the same cosmic bullseye. The coincidence was staggering, the probability microscopic, and now this new arrival was glowing, with energy levels forbidden by thermodynamics itself. The blue emission at Perihelion wasn't just light, it was a signature, the math of the impossible. The numbers told a story, no. Skeptic could dismiss. Ecliptic alignment, 0.2% probability. Sunward jet, less than 1%. Mass velocity paradox, low single digits. Timing precision and multi-planet trajectory, fractions of a percent. Factory-grade composition, negligible odds. WOW signal correlation, astronomically slim. Blue stellar glow, thermodynamically impossible. Multiply them together and the odds collapse to 1 in 10 quadrillion. That's less likely than winning 15 consecutive lotteries, or being struck twice by lightning while holding a royal flush. At such vanishing probability, Occam's razor reverses. The simplest explanation is no longer natural origin, it's intentional design. The December countdown as December drew near, the world's telescopes aligned. Hubble, James Webb, and dozens of ground-based arrays locked their sensors on one moving target. The object would make its closest approach to Earth on December 19, 2025. If it altered course, emitted non-random signals, or exhibited controlled geometry, the truth would be undeniable. Government agencies quietly funded around-the-clock monitoring. Audio observatories tuned to every frequency. Every data stream, every photon, every whisper of radio noise was archived. 50 days remained until the moment of truth, the edge of revelation across 6 continents. Data analysts passed photon counts and spectral signatures. Was it fusion? Antimatter? Or something far beyond? Civilizations capable of generating temperatures exceeding our sun's photosphere would not arrive by accident. Each anomaly pointed toward purpose, each movement, a message written in physics. Right now, as telescopes reawaken from solar conjunction, humanity prepares for its closest look yet at something that should not exist. If natural, our textbooks will be rewritten. If artificial, our understanding of life in the universe will never recover its innocence. And as the observatories hum and the screens flicker with live data, one truth remains unshakable. Nothing natural glows blue at Perihelion. Yet something does, something is watching. And we're about to watch it back.